Welcome back to Podcast English Easy. Today, we're exploring why introducing yourself in English is such a valuable skill. David, why do you think this is one of the first things learners focus on?
Great question. Introducing yourself is the gateway to conversation. Whether you're meeting someone at a conference or chatting online, those first words set the tone for a friendly exchange.
Absolutely. And it's not just about language, it's about building confidence. Many learners tell us that knowing how to start a conversation helps them feel less nervous.
Exactly. It's also universal no matter where you are in the world. Knowing how to introduce yourself helps you connect with others, make friends, and even network professionally.
Let's dive into the basics. The simplest introduction is saying your name. For example, hello, my name is Anna. Why do we usually start with a greeting, Anna?
A greeting like hello or hi signals friendliness. It's like opening a door before you step in. Then, sharing your name is a small but important act of trust. It invites the other person to do the same.
That's a good analogy. And sometimes, people just say, I'm Anna. Is there a difference between my name is Anna and I'm Anna?
Both are correct. I'm Anna is a bit more casual, while my name is Anna is slightly more formal. In most situations, either is fine, but the choice can depend on context.
After sharing your name, it's natural to ask for the other person's name. The phrase, what's your name, is quite common. But are there other ways to ask politely?
Definitely. You might say, may I ask your name? Or, and you? After introducing yourself. These alternatives can sound a bit more formal or gentle, especially in professional settings.
I've also heard people say, could you tell me your name? Does that work in casual conversations?
It does, though it's less common in everyday speech. Usually, what's your name is just right for most situations, but having extra options helps you adapt your tone to the situation.
Now, let's talk about expressing politeness. Many people say, nice to meet you after introductions. Why is this phrase so important in English-speaking cultures?
It shows respect and friendliness. Saying nice to meet you acknowledges the other person and makes them feel welcome. It's a small gesture, but it's powerful in setting a positive tone.
What about the response? Should we always say, nice to meet you too?
That's right. Repeating the phrase with to is polite and completes the exchange. It's common in both formal and informal settings, and skipping it can sometimes seem abrupt.
A common next step is asking, where are you from? Why do you think this question is so popular after initial introductions?
It's a natural way to show interest and find common ground. People often enjoy talking about their hometown or country. Sharing origins can also open up topics like travel, culture, or even shared experiences.
That's true. Are there alternative ways to ask this question politely, especially if you're worried about privacy?
Absolutely. You can say, where do you call home? Or, which city are you from? These variations feel more conversational and give the other person room to share as much as they're comfortable with.
Often, people add context like, I'm here to study English. Why is it helpful to mention your reason for being in a place or learning a language?
It gives the conversation direction. By saying why you're there, like studying, working, or visiting you, invite the other person to ask follow-up questions or share their own experiences. It's a great way to keep the dialogue going.
Can you give a few examples of different purposes someone might share?
Sure, you might hear, I'm here for vacation, I'm working on a project, or I'm visiting family. Each response opens new avenues for discussion and connection.
Let's practice a sample conversation. I'll start. Hello, my name is Anna. What's your name?
I'm David. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, David. Where are you from?
I'm from New York. And you?
I'm from São Paulo. I'm here to study English. This kind of simple exchange forms the backbone of real-life introductions, right?
Exactly. Practicing these dialogues builds confidence and helps you remember key phrases for any situation.
Let's address some common beginner mistakes. For example, many say, what is your name? Instead of, what's your name? Is one more natural than the other?
What's your name? Is much more natural in conversation. Native speakers almost always use the contraction because it sounds friendlier and less formal. The full form isn't wrong, but it can feel stiff.
Another mistake is forgetting to say, nice to meet you. How does this affect first impressions?
It can make you seem distant or uninterested. That simple phrase signals openness and politeness, which are highly valued in English-speaking cultures.
Besides words, nonverbal cues matter. Smiling while introducing yourself can change the mood instantly. Why is this so effective across cultures?
A smile is universally understood as friendly and welcoming. Combined with a warm tone, it reassures the listener, even if your language skills aren't perfect. Studies show people remember positive introductions better.
So, even a simple smile can boost communication success?
Absolutely. It's like adding a friendly exclamation point to your words. Especially for language learners, nonverbal cues help bridge any gaps in understanding.
To wrap up, let's share some practical ways to practice self-introductions. What's your top tip for beginners, Anna?
Practice out loud even in front of a mirror. Repeating phrases helps train your mouth and memory. You might also role-play with a friend or record yourself to check your pronunciation and tone.
That's a solid strategy. I'd add that joining language meetups or online conversation groups provides real interaction and feedback.
Absolutely. The more you use these phrases, the more natural they'll feel. And remember, even small steps count. Practice really does make perfect.